In the early 1930s, due in part to the rise of the automobile, individuals and families were more easily able to venture out for travel, jobs, and relocation. White Americans had few issues traveling throughout the country, but the same wasn't always true for African Americans. So in the mid-30s, as a reaction to growing violence and fear, a mail carrier named Victor Green created a travel guide.
As a black person, you had that extra obstacle of your color that prevented you from just relocating to another farming town to continue the profession that you were doing. Ultimately, sooner or later, most of them ended up in the big cities.
The Green Book emerges mid-1930s, certainly, again, a Depression era phenomenon, and runs really through the mid-civil rights era 1960s as a tool for African Americans traveling, at least initially in the New York area, Northeast, but would become a tool to be used across the country to find maybe not quite safe space, but amenable space, amenable public accommodations, both in terms of lodging, but also food service, and also gasoline, where African Americans traveling could have some reasonable certainty of moderate safety at a time when safety in public space was at a premium nationwide.
And while the Green Book was originally used in the South and Northeast, the second Great Migration to the Midwest and elsewhere brought the Green Book to Indiana.
Indiana sees a tremendous uptick in black migration. And of course, Indiana has its own sort of unique history with white supremacist groups like the Ku Klux Klan. And so I think that Indiana becomes a sort of more prominent feature of the kinds of public space harassment as the state experiences this massive influx of migrants moving through the state.
Even in Indianapolis, travelers used destinations like the YMCA, YWCA, and the Estelle House as stops directly from the pages of the Green Book.
So those things I think kind of run into each other to make Indiana kind of a, maybe not unique, but a special case, a somewhat special case, a Midwestern case.
The big city is the ultimate destination. But if you actually weren't fully aware or you still try to give it a shot in one of those smaller places, the Green Book would give you a way to nowhere. It's just a safe way to travel on the highways.
Oftentimes, exclusion from the Green Book was as meaningful as inclusion. Places known as sundown towns were purposefully left out as a way to provide further information.
A sundown town is a purposely all-white town through socially sanctioned measures ranging from threats to violence. It could be a warning, like a little flyer at your door or in person, but it can also be a siren at a water tower that rings at 6, letting you know that you better be out of town. Most common for Indiana were residential covenants, racially restricted residential covenants, so that in the property that was being sold, rented out, so on and so forth, there was an exclusion or an inclusion, and the inclusion usually entailed white folks only.
The sensibilities were there long before migration was even, black migration was even an issue. You can look at sort of turn of the century cultural ideas about otherness and see very strong nativist, anti-immigrant sentiments throughout the Midwest, not just Indiana. And that becomes the context in which these kinds of sundown towns emerge.
I mean, it's definitely worth noting that the Green Book was a Bible for any black person traveling within state and across state borders, right? So that was their holy grail, and you dared not to leave the house without it.
That continued to be the case for decades. The Civil Rights Act of 1964, which outlawed racial discrimination in public accommodations, made the guide effectively obsolete, and the Green Book's final edition was published in 1966.
The Green Book illustrates the existence of a vibrant black middle class that's often ignored. When we think about African American life in the 1930s, 40s, and 50s, we're rarely thinking about the black middle class. We're thinking largely about, black populations crowded into urban ghettos. But those ghettos mask a great diversity of economic status, from lawyers and doctors to janitors and maids. And the Green Book really illustrates just how deeply invested and deeply involved African Americans were in the emerging consumer culture of mid-century America.